Hey y'all, so just wanted to talk about how I am doing on 75 hard, what keeps me going, and some of the stuff that I've been eating. So a couple videos ago, I was saying that I do like to journal because it helps me figure out what my obstacles are and how I can troubleshoot them and overcome. So I started journaling. I have different journals, but I have a 75 hard journal where I'm tracking every day to see what's working, what's not working, so that I can make some changes, because how can you be successful unless you plan to be? So of course, day one, I said I felt great. However, I was hungry after 8 o'clock, and usually I'm not hungry after 8 o'clock. So I had to kind of be mindful to figure out whether or not I was eating enough food for the amount of activity that I was doing. And I really try to make good decisions when it comes to what I eat. I try to eat when I'm hungry and try not to do too much snacking. I try not to eat out unless I have no choice. I'd rather just wait until I come home, because a lot of times if I eat out, it's not going to be good food, and then I'm going to be upset that it didn't taste good. I was just looking at my notes, and on day one I said I actually have energy for another workout, but I had to pace myself. I believe that's the day I went to the trail. Not even sure what I did, but sometimes if I finish a workout before a certain time, like I'm so used to a 7 o'clock workout or something like that, to the point where my body was probably like, where's the workout that we're used to? But I paced myself because I knew that I was working the next few days and I didn't want to overdo it. So I did not do the second workout. On day two, that's the day that I was able to free up some time at work, go for a little walk. And one of the gems that had hit me was, what do you do for you? And, I have a list of what I do for me now, but in the beginning, years back, I really couldn't tell you what I was doing for myself besides going to work, bringing the kids where they got to go, making sure everybody else's stuff was being done. But I've learned how to carve out time for myself. Sometimes it's just I meditate. I will stretch. Sometimes it's just doing whatever I want to do as well as what I need to do. If I don't have energy to do a lot of stuff, then I would just say, do a little walk. I don't know. It's just, you have to kind of figure out where you are and what you need to do and what you can do to sustain your motivation. Basically what I did was just kind of take out the option of not doing something for me. And literally by a certain time of day, you need to kind of check yourself. And if you have not done something for you, then you need to kind of pause and figure out what you're going to do for yourself. I don't care if it's a manicure, pedicure, massage, read a book, go for a walk, call your friends, something. Because we do lose ourselves in everybody else. And I would love for us to kind of recreate the narrative, because we have to learn how to teach our kids how not to do this, because that is like a broken cycle. And I think that COVID and how we have changed things and responded to it has kind of taught us where we were going wrong and what we need to do to move forward. And I think that if we can be honest with ourselves, we can also figure out how to help the younger ones coming up so that they don't have to continue this cycle of brokenness and burnt out. It's just not a good look. Day three, I also didn't have time to walk at work. And then by the time I got out of work, I didn't feel like doing it, but I did it anyway. And I think that just because, I don't want to say just because, but in addition to posting these videos and letting y'all know my progress and what I'm doing, It kind of gives me a little extra push to keep going because, you know, sometimes you just don't feel like doing this big tasky list that you've created for yourself. Day 4, my journal entry says that this time feels way better than the time that I tried in December. I don't know if it's easier because of the weather. I really just think I had to believe in myself that I could actually do this, and that's the game changer this time around. I also noticed that I read better way before bedtime. So I guess that, so definitely on my work days is when I really have to be strategic and have good time management, because when I get home, sometimes it's like 8:30. And then, you know, I still have a list of stuff to do, and sometimes I don't have the energy at that time. So I really have to be strategic as in, you know, how I'm gonna figure my days out. Now, day 5 is where I messed up because I woke up and I didn't do my usual morning routine before work. Instead, I was reading, and the book got real good. I'm reading The Alchemist by Paul Coelho. It got real good, and I didn't want to stop, so I kept going. And that kind of messed me up because now I was at work, didn't have time to at least go out for a little walk or something. And then ended up having to stay later than usual. I think I stayed like 2 hours later. When I tell you I was exhausted, but prior to agreeing to stay 2 hours later, I was thinking like, okay, how can there's no way I can wait until 8:30, 9 o'clock to start doing all the tasks of the day that I needed to do besides drinking the water. So I negotiated with my coworker, and I went out for a little walk and came back, and I actually had a little energy to get through the night. And then when 8:30 came, I did not want to do another walk, but I knew I had to because there was really, what other option was there? I wasn't going to do a workout in the dark, so at least I walked around until I finished that. And that actually felt good. And then when I got home, I had to do the second workout. And I was like, I'm not even going to play these games. So I did like a 30-minute yoga, and then I did a 15-minute stretch. And I was almost knocked out on the floor. So, I mean, you know, it does feel good to do all of this, but you do have to plan. There's no way around it. You have to plan, and if you don't have good time management, maybe, you know, something like this would help you have time management. Now, I don't recommend this for everybody. I don't recommend it for anybody. Like, you know, you guys do what you want to do. This is where I was at, like I was telling you in the beginning, and I just kind of chose it just because I struggled with it the first time around, and I couldn't figure out why I struggled with it, because I knew me and what I'm capable of, and there's no reason why I should have struggled with it. And I just wanted to do it just to say that I was doing it, because after this, I probably won't do any other challenge ever, because I think that at this point, I've learned how to become disciplined to keep doing what the best thing for me is, and I know it's just, you know, that's where I'm at. Day 6 was great. Actually, they had like a health event on downtown in my area. So I actually ended up doing an outdoor workout, which was actually wonderful. And just to see all the other people who I'm sure probably had no intentions of working out, but the fact that they were encouraged and felt motivated enough to, you know, give it a shot. And one of the young ladies, you know, she was like, oh, I was so glad that I could work out with you guys today. And I told her, you know, you just keep doing it one step at a time at your own pace. You know, sometimes I think we lose motivation because we think we got to keep up with everybody. And that's not the truth. The truth is you have to acknowledge where you are and just keep going. And if that's a 15-minute walk, then that's a 15-minute walk, and just be proud in that moment at this level. Like, you know, I did my 15 minutes and I'm going to do my 15 minutes tomorrow. And then eventually it'll get so good that you'll be like, I'm going to try 30. And then that's just how it goes. That's how it goes. So, you know, just kind of stay motivated. Keep moving, keep pushing, don't give up. And don't be down on yourself. Give yourself grace. Like, you know, it's funny because when our friends or anybody tells us that, you know, they missed the mark or they fell off, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. We're so compassionate for other people. We have to give ourselves that same compassion because we can't keep beating ourselves up. We have to build ourselves up too. Like, okay, I know you didn't do the 15 minutes today. Why didn't you do it? Like, you know, how can we move forward and just kind of figure it out? But definitely don't give up no matter what you do, because years to come, months to come, whatever down the line, when you look back, you're going to be so glad that you started. The only challenge I would say I recommend is to start something. And I think within you, you know what you want to do or what you need to start. I really don't think that you need someone to tell you every step of the way. You know what you've been wanting to do, or, you know, something that maybe you used to be able to do and now you can't do. Just start. Start where you are. You don't get through the whole thing, that's fine. Acknowledge the day that you do get to the whole thing and celebrate that. So this video went a little longer than I had anticipated. And in the beginning, I said I was going to talk about motivation and food, or I don't even know what I said now, but I'll just insert pictures of just some of the food that I had. Like, I keep it simple. I usually eat the same 2 breakfast choices through the week. And then as far as lunch and dinner, it's usually a meat and a vegetable. Period, point blank, simple. I don't weigh my food. I don't, you know, right now that's not where I'm at. So long as I'm eating good choices, I'm good with it. And right here lately, like, my dessert or my snacks have been fruit, but I have to be careful with fruit because fruit is actually one of my triggers. So I know me, and I can't eat it every day. But I just hope that, you know, I was able to say something to encourage you to just start. The whole purpose of this video is to encourage you to start, so that in a week, in a month, in 6 months, in a year, we can look back and celebrate what you were able to accomplish. And you'll feel so good about yourself. So good about yourself. And you'll even notice that once you start, it actually opens the door for other people around you to start. So you're never on this journey alone. You think you're on this journey alone, you're not, because there's so many people on your level, below your level, and above your level. And that's how it needs to be, because think about it. If everybody's on the same level, why would we level up? We wouldn't. So, you know, stop comparing yourself to other people and just start where you are and compare yourself to you. What keeps me motivated is I compare myself to me. Because the other day, Facebook sure told me who I used to be. And that ain't who I am right now. That's not who I am right now. Like, I've come a long way. There's still some stuff I would like to accomplish. But I've come a long way. And I don't let nothing stop me. I don't let nobody stop me. I know what I need. I know what I want. And I do what I need to do to get there. So, like I said, I hope this video was just a little motivation and encouragement, little nudge that you might need to get up and do something different. Until next time, continue to walk in integrity. Continue to walk in your worth. Bye.